Hi everybody, thank you so much for watching. So now we are at part 3 of my bow making tutorial. So with this last bow, I should be able to show you how to connect all the bows that we made before into one final bow, and you guys can just move on with all these tutorials and make perfect bows for you or for your little ones that you have. So I hope these tutorials have really inspired you to try to find some even some scrap material that you have and just make any kind of bow that suits you and your family just fine. So again, this is our third part installment of this little series that I've made. So if you guys really like these kind of crafty videos, please let me know and I'll keep up with these and show you more bows that I've made. But right now these are pretty much the basics and you can make any bow from here. So this tutorial that I'm going to show you today is going to be a stacked bow. And it's going to be the same exact bow that we made yesterday, which looks like this. And again, the longer the material you use, the longer the ribbon you use, the bigger the bow is going to be. So I used a big piece of ribbon for this one. So this is the bow that we made on the last video. And I'm going to show you how to make these little things right here called pinwheels. So it makes a cute big bow for your little one or for yourself. And it's so cute. And just for reference, you can see how big it is just by me putting it up in my hair like that. So it's really cute. I love dressing Charlie up in these. So you can make them as big as this or as small as you want. Make it in pigtails or just do one big one. So anyway, let me show you the items that you're going to please reference the video I made before because I'm just using the bow that I used yesterday. So I'm pretty much going to be using the same material. And so you'll need ribbon. And I used 3 different colors on this one right here. So you're going to need 3 different colors of ribbon. And you're going to need kind of a thinner ribbon to cover any areas that we need to cover where string might be showing or whatever. And you'll need a hot glue gun like this. You'll need one of these little alligator clips like so. And you'll need some of this string type stuff. I think I call this something different every time. I don't know. You'll have to forgive me. I don't know why I can't ever call that the same thing. Scissors. And you'll need a lighter. So here is our bow that we made. And we want to make the pinwheels to go behind it. So what I normally do is I take my first bit of my first bit of ribbon. And I want to make sure that it comes out just a little bit like that on each side of my bow. Because what we're going to be doing with it in the middle is scrunching it up. So I want to make sure that I'm going to have enough that it's not going to pull too much and leave it short on the ends because I kind of want this to show a little bit in the back. So I really don't measure it out just because I make different size bows each time. So I really just kind of eyeball it and just go with, you know, whatever I feel looks right. So I just pretty much try to measure it the same width on both sides or the same distance away from the bow on each side like that. So that's what that looks like. Okay, and then what I'll do from there is I just pretty much cut every bit this same length, but you can also cut them shorter and then, you know, stack it up in a gradient so you can see each bow at different lengths or each ribbon at different lengths. It's really up to you. Once you get really comfortable with these, you can make however many you want. So to do a bow like this, you'll want to have 3 pieces of this, of the same bow. I'm sorry, of the same ribbon. So basically, we cut 3 of these. So there's your first 3. Okay. Now you are going to do the same measurement and the same 3 pieces with your other colors. So here is my yellow and here is the pink. So start cutting your ribbon the same length, okay, as this one. So now all of our ribbon should be cut to exactly how we need it. So here's 3 of that, 3 of our pink ones, and I was only able to do 2 of the yellow because my yellow ribbon ran out. That's okay. This is just an example bow. You'll get the point of it as we get done with the video, so it's okay. You can only use 2 as well if you want. I like to use 3 because it makes it a little more full. So bigger the better, I say. So, okay, we have these little pieces right here, and what you do is you get the middle of it and you just want to fold it inward like that. Okay, so it looks like that. So just where you pinch it right there in the middle. Okay, so it kind of looks like a little bow. Okay, now you get the other one and you pinch it in the middle as well. Kind of put it side by side, make sure they're kind of even, and you just do the same thing. You fold it in the middle because you want these to kind of be together like that. Okay, so you have 2 of them pinched in the middle like that. Okay, now where's the third one? Okay, so here's the third one. And if you have to pinch this one first before you put all 3 of them together, you can do that. And then you just put all 3 together. And ta-da! Looks like that. Looks like that. Okay? So from here, you're just going to tie it with string. Where's my string? Okay. So take it and just start replacing where your fingers are. And voila, there's your first cutie patootie pinwheel. Okay, then you can just kind of straighten them out or let them twist however they want to. That's what makes it fun. Okay, so there's your first one. Now you do the rest of them exactly the same. So here's my pink. So now you get your string and you tie it off just like the other one. Okay, and you just fluff out the ends like this. Okay, until it's just as fluffy as you want it to be. Here's your pinwheel. Okay, so there's 2, and this one I only have just 2 pieces of ribbon, but you just do the same thing. Okay. So here I just kind of have a baby pinwheel. That's okay. Just stretch it out and make it look as best as it can. Okay. More color the better. Okay, so where's my bow? Here's your bow. And now you want to stack all of your pinwheels together. Kind of match up the strings. Okay. Match them up so all of them are kind of on top of each other like that. And now you're going to get your string and you are going to string them all together. Okay? You're going to wrap your string around it and tie them all together. Like how you do each individual one, that's how you're doing with this one big one. So here is your stacked pinwheel. Okay. And I'll probably hang mine down like this so that the yellow can fall down like that. Okay. So now what you want to do is you want to make sure all your ends are cut how you want them. You can cut them in angles or you can leave them straight across. It's really up to you. You pretty much just want to kind of straighten up your ends. Okay? Now is where you want to get your lighter and you want to burn the ends of the ribbon so that it seals them from fraying, because ribbon will fray if you don't do that. Okay. So, see those little frays? See how it just burns with that? Okay, just burns them away. Sometimes you got to make sure you get them good. So anyway, you just lightly rub it along the ends. You don't want to necessarily, this one's like all kinds of, you don't want to necessarily burn your ribbon, but anyway, just run it across and you just do that on all the ends. So once it's heat sealed, that's what that's called, heat sealing. Now you have these two right here that you're going to glue on top like that. But before you can glue it, you're going to need to put a ribbon around this end. Now, had I stopped on my last video after I had just this bow made, you could have just put this right here and then glued one big piece of this middle ribbon all the way around. But since I didn't, I'm just going to use another ribbon to glue around this piece. And that's what this ribbon is for, the thin one. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball it this time and just say, ooh, this much is good. And then I'm going to wrap it around. This one you don't necessarily have to heat seal because it's going to be set in glue. So the risk of it fraying is not going to be as much. So again, I just kind of pull the end and just pretty much find the spot where I'm going to set the glue down. Get your glue gun and you just want to glue a spot right there in the middle, because that's pretty much where you're going to be gluing the other ribbon. And put it right there. Okay, put that one end right there. And then wrap it around. And you're going to try to glue it on this other end as well. Just make it pretty. Just make it pretty. Because remember, the bow's pretty much going to cover this anyway, so you'll be set. So there you go. It's pretty much glued down right there. I'm gluing myself to the bow. It's okay, you can just pull all these little things off. So glue spider web things off. You want to glue your final part right here. You want to put glue on the back of this bow and glue it right here on this one. Okay? So put glue on the back of this bow right here, and then I'm gluing it onto this one. I want to turn it that way. And there you have it. Next step, I'm going to show you how to glue it on the back. Your little pin alligator clip on the back is what you glue on next. So however you're going to place, I'm going to place it in her hair like this. So I'm going to want to glue this part onto this back part of the bow. So put glue on the back part like that. And then now flip it around the bow and put it on the bow like that. Okay. Don't close the clip or you're going to glue it closed. Okay, so here is the bow that we made together. There's the front, there's the back of it. And just remember, you know, if the ribbon doesn't look right, if it looks kind of like it's all clumping together, just remember, just pull on the ribbon, stretch it around. You're not going to hurt the bow. Everything's tied together and stuff, and you know, it's not going to hurt it at all. So just pull it, tug on it, make it however you want, however fluffy or not fluffy you want, and just have fun with it. Get different ribbon colors, and or cut the ribbon if it's too long. So this is pretty much just how to make hair bows yourself at home. So it's really kind of cute and fluffy and big. So and also what you can do if you're making this part, the bow and the pinwheels at the same time, what I would suggest is making sure this right here, that this ribbon, you do it all the way around the main part of the bow. But because I had already done this bow in the prior video and I wanted to stick with this tutorial, I had to do it with two different orange ribbon right there in the middle. So that's the only suggestion I would do next, or differently in my other bow making stuff. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this bow. As you can see, it can get as big as you want it to be. So anyway, I hope you like it. This was fun to make. If you want to see more videos, just let me know, and or if you'd like to see Charlie's bow collection, I can show you that as well. And just remember, you can add and take away at any time. Feel free to add a smaller version of the little puffy bow that we made, the pom-pom bow. You can add that right here in the middle of this or on the back part of it, make it really big and puffy. Well, here, I have one right here. One of these, this is what we made in the first video. You can always add that on, you know, to the back of it as well, and put an alligator clip on the very back of that, so you know it makes a big bow like so. And anyway, they're fun. So if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me or make a comment below, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. I hope you enjoyed this 3-part bow making tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on another video.